What's up everybody? So I've been on social media lately and I've been looking up the hashtags like today's kids will never know or only 90s kids will remember, and it got me inspired, so I wanted to do a video for you guys about actually the time that I grew up and let you guys see the difference between when I was little and kids today. Woo! I feel like something's coming over here. Here it is. 10 ways my childhood was different from today's kids. Number 1. No cell phones. Yeah, that's right, I'm doing this video a little bit different. When I was little, we didn't really have cell phones. Like, my parents had cell phones, but all the kids didn't really have cell phones. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a cell phone, I had a Nextel, I had a chirp, so it was like a little walkie-talkie, you just ding ding, and that was it. You just say whatever you want. Whoever has the other line, there's not even like a response to wait, it just talks and everybody can hear it. And when I was little, because nobody had cell phones, this one girl was talking a lot of smack to me, and she's like, oh yeah, you got a fake cell phone, it's just a walkie-talkie, and I'm like, whoa, and I got hurt by that. I got genuinely hurt. I was like, whoa, fake cell phone? Man, I can make calls on this phone, I can chirp chirp, I can do a whole bunch of things. But, quick story, one time I was with, my girlfriend at the time, and I had my cell phone, I thought it was cool, I was walking with her, I got to her house, we were sitting down, we were talking, and then my dad is on the phone, he's like, hey Chris. So I'm thinking I'm cool, I pick it up, I'm like, yeah, what's up? He says, come home and pick up the dog shit. I looked at her and she looked at me and I was like, yeah, I gotta go. Another thing, because we didn't have cell phones, we didn't text each other all the time, but instead, what we did, when we were in school is we passed notes to each other. See, the girl used to write out a long, nice looking note with her nice little handwriting on it, like you're cute and this and that, and then she'll sign it, love so and so, and then she'll fold it. And she won't just fold it in half. She'll do like a little design, fold it into a little heart, and then pass it until it gets to you. And then one of your stupid friends doesn't want to pass it to you, instead he opens it and reads it and shows the whole class. Stupid. So then you over there fighting for him. Meanwhile, the teacher sees you reaching over there, you finally get the note, and then the teacher said, give me that note, and takes the note from you. And then either the teacher will read it out loud and be a total douche, or just hold on to it and you take it later or something, I don't know. You know what, I never got notes. I didn't get no notes. Nope. Number 2, there were no CDs. See, when I was little, we had these things called cartridges, and it was so messed up because when I was little, the game systems that I played on, these are the game systems that I played on, okay? You had to put the giant cartridge in here, and you pushed it down and it stayed down. That's how you played it. Sometimes the cartridge would get stuck, and you couldn't, I can't even see. Sometimes it would get stuck and you couldn't pull it out. And it was a pain, it was a pain. So you would have to sit there when you did get the game out, because it didn't want to play, you would have to sit there, and then if you put the game in, and if it didn't play, you would have to take the game out and just give it a blow. Literally. Like, you have to go, and then you have to do it hard too. Sometimes you take a deep breath and you're like, you try to get all the air to push out that way and come out this way, so that you could put it in the game system, turn the game on, and then it would pop up on the screen. But now that we got CDs, the other problem we have is that the CDs get scratched. When you watch movies, we also had cassettes, so you had to put the movie in. Then if somebody already watched the movie, you had to rewind it. You had to rewind it, then you had to wait for it to be rewound? Is that a word? I don't know, whatever. It had to be all the way done. Once it was done, then you could hit play, then you could watch the movie. Now, all you have to do is either put the CD in, it goes to the DVD menu, and you just hit play. Boom, good to go. That sounds like my son. That is my son. I'll be right back. Yeah, he woke up. He was asleep. He's sick right now, so he's not, but he just woke up. Hey son, I'll be back with number 3. Number 3, Blockbusters. So before Redbox and Netflix put Blockbuster out of business and Hollywood Video, the only place that you could go get your movies and games was over there at Blockbuster, and you only had one night to play the game. So you would put the game in. Sometimes you'd invite your friends over to play, but if you didn't, you'd put the game in, and you had one night to play. You wouldn't go to sleep. You would just play the game all night, and that's all you would do. And then you'd beat the game, and you'd feel accomplished. You'd like, yeah, I beat that game already in one night. It's done. Your friends would be like, you beat it already? Yeah, I beat it already in one night. I'm done. And you felt like the champ, because you're like, you know, I'm cool. I just did this in one night. It was nothing. It was nothing. That's it. I'm the boss. It was nothing. Sometimes you would have your friends come over and they would play, you know, and you guys would be in this small cramped up room, which brings me to my number 4. So number 4, 4. There was no wireless controllers. Okay, yeah, so there were no wireless controllers. So you guys would be cramped up in this little room, where however big your room was, and you had this just controller with the cord going all the way to the gaming system. And then you're standing there, and for some reason, someone's always got to get up and walk across. You got to step over the damn cord. You got to step over the cord. And a lot of times, this always happens. When they step over the first cord, they go to pick their foot up for the second one, and they pull the whole gaming system and the cord. Sometimes you get lucky and it just pops out, and then even when that happens, you're playing the game. You didn't pause it. Something's happening. You're like, oh no! You try to get it and plug it back up, and you can't. So that was just annoying. There was no wireless cords, and I'm really happy that now we got this, which I started doing wireless on PlayStation 2. I had to buy that Logitech one, and boom, I was in it already. I was already doing wireless by PlayStation 2. I couldn't do the wires anymore. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Number 5, there was no online gaming. So you remember how I told you had your friends over and you would play and there was a cord? Well, the reason you had your friend over was because you couldn't just go online and play with your friend. Like, we had to play split screen. So if I was sitting there playing with you and we were playing 007 or whatever, I was watching your screen. I was screen looking crazy. I was the master at screen looking. Okay, there was no online, so you couldn't just go up and just log in and boom, just start playing with your friend and have your whole screen to yourself while he has his whole screen to himself in his room, and you guys are not even in the same house, the same place. That didn't exist to us, okay? We had to be in the same room where I could literally like slap you, you know, I could do whatever to you, I could hurt you, but that's just how it was. There was no, and you know what? We were cool with it. Of course, now you could go online, you could play, and there's nothing. Like, you could just look, man. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm saying I'm kind of glad that we've evolved. Don't think that I'm like talking smack about, you know, nowadays, because I can remember, like, you will not know that struggle of you have to be in the same spot with somebody. Now it's so easy. Number 6, playing outside. So because there was no online gaming, when you wanted to hang out with your friend or talk with your friend or do whatever, you had to go outside. Like, you couldn't sit in your room and just log in and say, hey, what are you doing? You could call them or do whatever, but you couldn't play unless you went outside. So when I was little, I would wait till about 1 o'clock in the evening. No matter if it was like, okay, if it was school time, obviously you can't do that. But if it was summertime, okay, 12 o'clock was just a little bit too early. 1 o'clock was the right temperature. And that's what I would do. I would wait till 1 o'clock, then I would jump out that door. I wouldn't be in the house no more. If I was gonna play a video game or something, I'd be doing that at nighttime or in the morning. Or 1 o'clock, I'm outside. And then that's how you meet your friends. That's how you create that bond with your friends. You meet them outside, you go do stupid stuff, climb on trees, fall out of trees, play basketball, find other people to play basketball with, beat them, they get mad at you, you fight with them, and it's like, you create a bond. Like, there was times where we used to, in the summertime, we would have water balloon fights. In the wintertime, I'm from Chicago, we would have snowball fights. And there was one time, like, where the whole neighborhood, we were just throwing rocks at each other. I don't know why we were throwing rocks at each other, but we were. One time I hid in the bushes, the whole neighborhood was running around throwing rocks at each other. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. I grabbed the lid from a garbage can, I went in the bushes, and I just kind of held myself like this. Why I didn't go home? Because I didn't want to go home, I want to stay outside and play. But I hid in the bushes, and I held the garbage can lid, and I just stayed like this. And they threw rocks in the bushes, but luckily they didn't hit me. But that's how you create a bond, how you get friendship, and exercise. Okay, let's be honest. You gotta go outside to exercise. Ain't nobody exercising sitting on the couch right there. You looking at me with you on your TV, your computer, or your phone. You are not exercising. A lot of you are probably sitting on the toilet right now. Number 7, dial-up. Now, what do I mean about dial-up? I mean like AOL. Even though we didn't have online gaming, we still had internet. So like we would get online, but this is the thing. Our internet taught you patience. Because you would have to, okay, I hope I can find, if I can find the sound right now and how long it takes, I'm gonna play it right here. And you're just looking. And you wait. And then when it finally does get in, the thing that I used to do, I used to go to the AOL chat rooms. Or I'd go to cheatcodes.com or something to cheat on my video games. That's it. That's all I would do. What do you guys do? Number 8. Whoa! He farted. Wake up early on Saturday. Now, what am I talking about when I say wake up early on Saturday? We used to wake up early to watch our cartoons. Do you know why we used to do that? Because we didn't have no DVR. We couldn't just pick our show and then say, record, I'm gonna watch that whenever I want. No, our show came on at 7, at 8, and 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. If you didn't wake up to watch that show, you missed that show. There was no going back to DVR it and do all that stuff. That was over. I used to get up and watch Street Sharks. I used to watch Sonic the Hedgehog, Goosebumps, Erie, Indiana. Like, those were my shows. And if I missed it, I wouldn't die, but I would be a little upset. I'd be like, man, missed my show today. That's it. But now, we're in the future. If I want to watch those shows, I can just go on the internet and pull up any one of those shows. I can binge watch the whole thing. Yeah. Number 9, rap music. So, our rap music was different than whatever you're hearing today. Because I don't know what you're hearing today. Now they're doing mumble rap. That's its own, I don't care what anybody says, that's its own category. Mumble rap. I don't listen to that because you can't understand what they say. And they're like, I don't know what you're saying. But I mean, I used to listen to Tupac. I used to listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I used to listen to Twista. Like, those were my dudes, man. Like I could put anything on from them. I could hear anything from them. And one, you can understand everything they're saying. But now you got things like this. And they have no like respect for the art. Like, it used to be inspiring. People got inspired by the songs they heard. It used to be uplifting. If you were sad, like, it made you feel better, you know? Tupac had those songs that were inspiring and uplifting, and he had the ones that were just hard, like, you believe the stuff that he was saying. Just like Eminem, you believe the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, that he's threatening you, he's gonna do it. That's believable. Now, you don't even have those threatening lines and lyrics and all of that. Now it's just whatever, I don't even know what to tell you. It just made me so mad. And like the one guy, he said, if I want to make a song that just say yeah, then it's gonna be, I can make a song that just say yeah. I mean, you don't do nothing special. Like, you gotta put that work in, man. I gotta get off this subject because this is gonna, I'm gonna get too passionate about this one. Let's just move on to number 10. Number 10. This one's gonna get you. No YouTube. That's right. The thing you're watching me on right now, that didn't exist when I was little in the 90s, okay? If I wanted to learn something, like now, if you want to learn something, all you have to do is go to YouTube and look it up, or Google and look it up, you know? The best way for me to learn, though, is through YouTube. I would look up how to do this, how to do that, do it yourself, whatever. Back in the day, back in the 90s, if I wanted to learn something, there's 3 ways I got my knowledge, and one of them was not even school. It was the Magic School Bus, it was Bill Nye the Science Guy, or it was The Simpsons, okay? Magic School Bus, every time somebody would get sick, I got excited. I'm like, yeah, they're about to jump in that school bus and then shrink down and go straight up that boy or girl. Or next thing, Bill Nye the Science Guy, okay? He made learning fun, you know? He had a little song and he was playing, and it was fun. But where I got all my knowledge from, everything that I know, because it helped me. And they, you know, people will say, oh, you're not gonna learn anything. No, that's a lie, because I totally did learn everything watching The Simpsons. Someone comes up to me, I'm gonna be like, oh, just like in The Simpsons. Oh, The Simpsons did that. Like, everything that anyone can say to me, The Simpsons. And on top of that, when I went on a cruise, it even helped me to get on a game show. Because literally, they asked the show about The Simpsons and it said, the question was, whose idea was it to block out the sun? I waited about 2 seconds and I couldn't believe nobody knew the answer. I stood up and I said, woo! Mr. Burns! And they were like, yeah, go ahead, go on. And now that's how I got on the game show. If you want to watch that vlog is right, I'm putting it right here. Anyway, that's that one. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do videos every Sunday, top 10s usually. I'm gonna do other things. I have a series called Let Me Share, where it's gonna be kind of like a reality TV confession thing, where I just kind of share with you guys in the camera, maybe share a story or whatever. I'm gonna start doing that, so subscribe to hear those stories, because I got a lot of funny stuff that's happened to me in my life, because I'm a very stupid person sometimes. And if you want to see some other stuff from me, I actually did a video. I did the mannequin challenge with Andrew Productions. I'm gonna put that right here so you can watch that, or you know what, I'm gonna put it somewhere in this screen, so just go ahead and check that one out. I am the guy with the ninja face, with the ninja mask and the shirt that says sexy time. I also have a GoPro on my shoulder, which what I did was that I'm going to release a behind the scenes for those mannequin videos, so if you do want to see it, then subscribe to my channel so you can see those, okay? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and all that good stuff. Everything that I'm on is SuperDaddyChris, all one word, alright? And I will see you guys next time on my next video. That's it. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe. Peace.
Snapchat me the body, Snapchat me the body, Snapchat me the body, Snapchat me the body. I don't got time for your love, that's all I wanted. I don't got time for your love, that's all I wanted.